Yo, YouTube man, what is going on, man? It's your boy Fly Guy Only, man, back at it again with another video. Hope everybody out there is having a blessed one, a safe one, a promising one. You dig? Back at it again with some more Call of Duty news, man. Hey. But hey, in this video, we got some positivity to talk about when it comes to Call of Duty, bro. Like on some real stuff, bro. Call of Duty has recently made an announcement that no more skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 7 after the end of the Black Ops 7 beta. Hey, I just want to sit here and thank Battlefield so much for putting their foot, for putting the pressure, for having such a big info pack. Bro, I can't believe that a game like Battlefield was able to sit here and make Activision change their mind after all these years of saying that they couldn't, they wouldn't, they shouldn't. And they're seeing the success of what Battlefield was doing. And I tell people this all the time. When it comes to competition, the end user, the end consumer is the one that always wins. And at the end of the day, we have won in this situation because of what Battlefield has done. Now, they do have a video of going over this stuff, and I want to share it with y'all real quick. It's about a 3-minute long video, and then we're going to chop it up at the end and stuff like that. But in this video, they come out and say, Activision, Treyarch, come out and say that skill-based matchmaking will no longer be in Call of Duty. Let's go ahead and hear this out real quick.
Hey everyone, Matt Schronce here, Design Director at Treyarch, back again to answer some more of your questions about multiplayer coming out of the Black Ops 7 beta. Okay, let's get right into it with a juicy one. Are open playlists going to be the standard for launch? I'm very happy to say that the matchmaking that we introduced in the Black Ops 7 beta, which is the classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, will be the new standard matchmaking for Black Ops 7 multiplayer on launch.
Now, it's so crazy how now they're so comfortable with talking about skill-based matchmaking. Back in the day, they used to be so, oh my gosh, we can't talk about that, you know, but now they're just so comfortable because they know that they had to pull all types of rabbits out their hats just to keep up with Battlefield. I still feel like Battlefield is still going to be the overall successor when it comes to this year, but it's good to see that Call of Duty, Treyarch, Activision, they are sitting here and are really, reevaluating themselves when it comes to how they come when they make their games. And they know for a fact for the longest, we didn't want to deal with skill-based matchmaking. We sat there and cried about it for over a decade now. Us as a community couldn't persuade them, but it took Battlefield and having that pressure that Battlefield 6 was about to put on them for them to finally do it. Because the numbers don't lie. The numbers do not lie. So happy to hear that that is finally happening right there. That, hey, Call of Duty has no more skill. Well, let me rephrase that. Minimum skill-based matchmaking. It's still there, but it's not as to the full degree as it was. Because y'all can't lie. At the beginning, when that beta came out, bro, that beta the first day, bro, was unplayable. But now, with the open mosh pit and stuff like that, bro, it is totally playable, bro. Just totally playable. But let's go ahead and hear the rest of it.
Next question, and it's a good question. Why wait until the Black Ops 7 beta to try this? Simply put, it's a beta. Betas are meant for us to test things. We wanted to take a big swing on something that we knew you had a lot of feedback on. That's what we did with matchmaking, and that's why we did it.
Let's be honest. If it wasn't for, do I have to say it? If it wasn't for Battlefield 6, they wouldn't be doing this. We've been sitting here crying for years now, for this to happen. It took until Battlefield 6 for this to finally happen. That's it, that's all. Stop lying to the people and just be 100 about it. Battlefield 6 is the reason why we're doing it, but of course they're not going to say that though. They're going to make it seem like, for the longest time we've been wanting to do this, and right now we feel like it's a perfect opportunity to do this. Yeah, okay. it all has to do with Battlefield 6, man. If you don't see that, then you're under a rock. But it all has to do with Battlefield 6. And I still feel like Battlefield 6 is still going to be the better off overall game when it comes to this year. Because it's not guaranteed that after this year, when it comes to Modern Warfare 4 or whatever the next Call of Duty installment is going to be called next year, that this right here is going to stay and last. So at least for Black Ops 7, we got something good to deal with.
Are we getting persistent lobbies? Yes. Our goal with Black Ops 7 multiplayer on day one is to keep players together after a match. Obviously, it's a little trickier with quick play and dedicated servers, but the plan is to keep players together as much as possible.
Now, I would say, definitely, when it comes to the lobbies that I've been in the open mosh pit, I have been seeing a lot of players that if I didn't bag out or anything like that after the game was over with, they were still in the lobby. Consistent, games, same players for the most part. Not everybody. Every once in a while you see a couple people bag out if it's from connection or whatever. But for the most part, though, it was the same people that I was running with for the whole time. Hopefully that right there will bring back more of a community feeling when it comes to Call of Duty, because for the longest now, we haven't really had that community feel. I mean, nowadays you can jump on Call of Duty and there's nobody talking. It's like, what's the point of even talking in the lobby when you know that the lobby is going to dismantle at the end of the game? So at least with the lobby staying together and stuff like that, you could build some friendships, build some camaraderies, and you could also get back to them old toxic Call of Duty lobbies, nostalgic type feeling like how it was in the early 2010s right there. So I hope that right there will happen.
Are you changing aim assist? So I can say we are actively looking at the tuning of rotational aim assist and our aim assist strength across all inputs to make sure that we have a fair and competitive launch for Black Ops 7 multiplayer.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I might have a different opinion about this. I know some of y'all on the internet is gonna, take this for hindsight and, 15-second brain rot. You didn't listen to the whole thing that I said. I don't know how I feel about them changing aim assist for the simple fact that you have a cheating problem. Like, you have a cheating problem. You have people out here running around with aimbot, soft aim, so on and so forth, right? So at least a player like me or other good players or whatever the case may be, we have somewhat a fighting advantage when it comes to people that's cheating. Now, if the game was cheater-free, hacker-free, then yes, change aim assist. I feel like that'll be for the better. But with y'all still having a cheating problem and all these people are running around still using DS4 Windows, still using Cronus and stuff like that, honestly, I feel like you should leave the aim assist alone until you're able to address that issue right there. Because for right now, that's the only way that I can stand toe-to-toe with these guys that's using DS4 Window, with these guys that's using Chronos Maxes or whatever, with these guys using these soft aims. The strong aim assist that we have now, that's the only way I can somewhat have a fighting chance and a fighting, advantage against these people that's using these devices, if it's software or hardware.
What's changing from the beta? So in short, there's a ton based off of your feedback and our data. Let's get into a few questions to touch on this. I can't hear footsteps. So we hear you, or we don't. We wanted to kind of go out with Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta and the footsteps a little bit on the softer side. We know there's always a bit of a back and forth with our community on how loud or soft the footsteps should be, but we are taking a look at bumping the volume of those footsteps just a little bit for launch.
See, my problem when it comes to the footsteps is that, and it's a weird concept, right? The footsteps in Black Ops 7, it's like the further the person is from you, the clearer that you can hear them. But the closer they are to you, you really can't hear them that well. It's the weirdest concept ever. Like, it's really like they got it flip-flop, right? So I don't understand how they mess up the footsteps, because when you really think about it, in Black Ops 6, the footsteps was perfectly fine. You was able to hear people pretty much crystal clear. And since this right here is pretty much a copy and paste, a port, however you want to call it, a skin of Black Ops 6, it's like you'll think those same assets will be transferred over into Black Ops 7. But hey, I'm not no developer or anything like that. I'm just a guy from the southeast side of Chicago, man, that plays video games, man, for no goddamn reason, bro. So hey, it is what it is.
Can you make dexterity default? Believe me, I have seen the feedback on this. I will say that we are looking at our options. We want to make sure that you're not forced to play aggressively, but we also understand the importance of fluidity paired with our next level omni movement and new mechanics like wall jump. So we'll have more details to share coming soon.
I really hope that they do make it default. Same thing with tactical stance, run stance, and stuff like that. I hope they make that stuff default, just for the simple fact that in this game, Black Ops 7, and how the maps designs and stuff like that, one thing I have noticed a lot, I've noticed a lot of camping. And when I say camping, people holding corners. There's a lot of objects, especially with the doors and stuff like that. There's a lot of objects around doors and stuff like that where people are just sitting there holding angles and stuff like that. Reward the players for being aggressive. Reward the players for being aggressive. Penalize the players for not being aggressive. Y'all had that philosophy back in the day when it came to Modern Warfare 3, I believe. Why can't be that same philosophy today? Reward the players for being aggressive. Stop allowing these players to sit in corners, sit on head glitches, sit there and hold angles at doors and stuff like that. Stop rewarding those players that's doing that, and reward the players that's actually running around trying to capture, trying to get objectives, trying to get kills, so on and so forth. I know everybody's going to have a mixed opinion about that, but that's just my opinion. Once again, just my opinion.
Did you play the beta? Of course I did. I can give you kind of a personal anecdote, kind of a fond memory that jumps out to me. I said it before, Overload on exposure with active camo, some of my favorite times in Black Ops 7. Definitely had a lot of fun there over the weekend. Some of your guitar riffs are too loud. So I think you're probably talking about the Nemesis sound effect. We reintroduced the Nemesis system in Black Ops 7. We are going to be lowering that guitar riff just a little bit for long.
I ain't gonna lie, there is, and I know it's beta, there was a lot of, audio errors and stuff like that, a lot of glitching and stuff like that I was hearing, a lot of static noises and stuff like that I was hearing in the beta, so I'm sure all that stuff will get addressed or whatever the case may be, but gladly that they see it, they know about it, and they're addressing it, so, kudos to them for the most part.
Sorry to Kevin Sherwood, we love your riffs. Is it called wall jump or wall bounce? So I can say that we, Treyarch, developed and designed it as wall jump, but just like you're calling our HKD's baby raps, once it's in your hands, you can call it whatever the hell you want to. Can you improve the spawns on Cortex? So we'll do you one better. We're going to improve the spawn logic on every map based off of the data from the beta ahead of launch. As always, thanks for watching. Want to give a big shout out to the team. We'll be back with some more dev talks, including some more information on zombies.
And that right there, boys and girls, is pretty much what we got to expect. I can't believe they just caught this dude. They caught this dude yesterday. This dude's been on the run for like goddamn months and stuff. Has nothing to do with Call of Duty, but I just think that right there, though. But that right there is pretty much what we can expect when it comes to the full version of Black Ops 7. I would definitely say a W. Do I still trust Call of Duty? Do I still trust Activision? Are they back in my good graces? No. Because like I keep on saying, if it wasn't for the success of Battlefield 6, a lot of these things wouldn't be addressed. A lot of these things wouldn't even be talked about. A lot of these things wouldn't even be put on the table for discussion. It all has to do because of that game right there. But at least, Battlefield was coming out and Call of Duty sees, hey, player base, we're losing them. 500,000 peak players on Battlefield beta versus 75,000 on Call of Duty's beta. We're going to have to do something. So at least it's going in the right direction when it comes to Call of Duty. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? Still got a lot of major issues that they still got to work out and fix out. The hacker issue, that's still an ongoing issue that they need to work out and stuff like that. Other things and stuff like that, no point in getting to the video in this one. We'll talk about it in a later day. But it's still a lot of things to work out. Still far from perfect. Far from perfect when it comes to Black Ops 7. But at least it's going in the right direction though. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. I had to hit y'all with a little video real quick, man. You already know, man. Tomorrow we'll be on Battlefield 6 all goddamn day. I'm gonna try to do a 24-hour stream, man. Bro, oh Lord. It's been a while since I did a 24-hour stream, but I'm going to try to pull one off, though. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. You already know, man. But other than that, though, man, peace, love, and blessings, positivity. You already know we rock a bullet, cool, in the school, man. Make sure you rate, subscribe, comment, all that good old stuff, man. Hit that thumbs up. Follow me on all social media platforms, Fly Guy Only 773. And until next time, I'm going to let y'all Biggie the Fool is the next one, man. One love, man. Gone.